Hello everyone, and welcome to your video called What is Factoring? Now I'm guessing that most of you know what factoring is, but if not, that's okay because I bet you're going to be able to catch on pretty quickly. So here we have the number 40, and what we want to do is factor it. In other words, we want to break it down into parts that you could multiply together to make 40. So, can you think of two numbers that you could multiply together to make 40? There are several different options that you could use, but I'm going to use 4 times 10 because I know that 4 times 10 makes 40. These are called factors of 40. Now, I can break down 4 even farther, can't I? Can you think of two numbers that multiply together to make 4? How about 2 times 2? That makes 4, right? Okay. How about 10? Can you think of two numbers that multiply together to make 10? How about 5 times 2, right? That would work. Now, I'm going to circle these numbers down here, and the reason I'm circling them is because I can't break them down anymore. I mean, yes, I know that I could break 2 down into 2 times 1. But once I get to the point where I'm using the number itself or the number 1, I'm finished. Same thing with the number 5. The only way to break that down is 5 times 1. So we're done. These are called the factors of 40. If I ask you to factor something, that means that you can do something like 4 times 10. But if I say to completely factor something, that means I want you to keep going till you're at the lowest possible place. Let's do another example. Let's say I have the number 36. Okay, there's a couple of different ways to make 36. I'm going to pick 9 times 4. 9 times 4 is 36. Can I break 9 down any more? Why, yes, I can, because that breaks down into 3 times 3. Can I break 3 down any more? No. The only two numbers that I can multiply together to make 3 is 3 and 1. So I'm done. So I'm going to circle those. Let's work this side. Can I break 4 down? Yes, I can. I can say 2 and 2. Can I break 2 down anymore? No, I cannot, because the only two numbers that multiply together to make 2 are 2 and 1. So I'm done. And so I can circle that. Now, I'm going to redo this factoring of 36 to show you that even if you choose a different way to factor it, you will get the same thing. So let's say you don't like the numbers 9 and 4. Let's say you're going to say, well, I know that 6 times 6 is 36. All right, great. Let's break down 6. Can you think of two numbers that multiply together to make 6? How about 3 times 2? Can you break 3 down anymore? Nope. Can you break 2 down anymore? Nope. All right, let's break down this 6. Our only option is 3 times 2, and I can't break the 3 down anymore, and I can't break the 2 down anymore. If you look at these numbers and these numbers, you will see that they match up. This 2 can go to that 2. This 3 can go to that 3. This 2 can go to that 2. And this 3 can go to that 3. So these are the same numbers, they're just in a different order. And that's one of the cool things about factoring, is that once you start, as long as you don't make any multiplication error, once you start, your completely factored numbers are going to be the same no matter which steps you took to get there. Now, why does this matter? Well, I'll tell you why this matters, because we are going to be learning how to factor equations. And factoring equations is, it looks complicated, but it's really the same thing. You're taking a great big equation and you're going to break it down into two little equations that when you multiply them together, you get back to the big one. So let me give you a for instance. What if I said 5 times 2x plus 7? If I said that, then I know that I can multiply this out. So it would be 5 times 2x, which is 10x, and 5 times 7, which is 35. So here my big equation would be 10x plus 35, and my little factors would be 5 and 2x plus 7. So here you see an example of two little equations that can be multiplied together to make a big equation. That is what we are doing in this chapter. We're taking an entire equation and we're going to learn how to break it down into the little parts. If we ever want to go backwards to the big equation, all we have to do is multiply our factors together.